John Lennon's murder in 1980 left the whole world shocked and dominated headlines for a week, with his last words breaking the hearts of his fans around the world. The iconic musician, who rose to fame as a member of the Beatles and went on to build a prolific solo career after the group disbanded in 1969, was shot dead in front of his residence, the Dakota, in New York City. His killer, Mark David Chapman, confessed at the scene and later told a parole board that he was a Beatles fan seeking fame. John, who was only 40 years old when he was killed, was cremated privately by his wife, Yoko Ono, on December 10th, 2 days after his death. Mass public memorials were held in New York City and Liverpool, England, with his songs constantly playing on the radio for months after his tragic killing. His death also created a huge revival of interest in the Beatles, with the surviving band members benefiting from renewed sales of their back catalogue, which also led to the reissuing of their records and films. After John's death, Paul McCartney reconnected with old friend Eric Stewart, who enjoyed success with his band 10cc in the 1970s. Eric owned a recording studio called Strawberry, where Paul and Stevie Wonder were going to work on a co-written song, What's That You're Doing? However, one day, during one session, Paul fell into a sad mood, Eric once said, and that was the moment he actually realized John was no longer around. The English singer-songwriter, who is now 80, said Paul told him, "I've just realized that John has gone. John's gone. He's dead and he's not coming back." Eric added, and he looked completely dismayed, like shocked at something that had just suddenly hit him. I said, "Well, it's been a few weeks now." He said, "I know, Eric, but I've just realized." It was one of those things maybe he wanted to say something to him, but it was too late to say it then. I think personally that Paul seriously missed John's input, even when the songs were written by one or the other. You didn't have John saying, "That's not good enough," and I think on a lot of tracks Paul has lacked that brutal honesty. At that time, Paul had written a new song with John in mind, Here Today, in which he sang about no longer holding back the tears. During a recent interview on BBC Radio 6 Music, Paul revealed that the song was his way of saying the things he never had the chance to tell John while he was alive.